You owe us, Isabela.
Well, Lucky, I'll tell you what. Since the information you gave me was worth nothing, that's what I'll pay you.
Me and my boys will get our money's worth, bitch.
Oh, you poor sweet thing. Tell me, Lucky, is this worth dying for? I didn't think so.
You're new around here, aren't you? Welcome, and keep your wits about you. You're nothing but tits and arse to the men in this place, and they won't hesitate to grab at both.
Speaking from experience, are we?
After a few broken fingers here and there, they got the idea. I'm Isabela. Previously Captain Isabela. Sadly, without my ship, the title rings a bit hollow. You're Ferelden, aren't you? You have that look about you. I was in Denerim not too long ago. You know, you might be just what I'm looking for to solve a little problem I have.
I'm always ready to help.
Someone from my past has been pestering me. I've arranged for a duel. If I win, he leaves me alone. But I don't trust him to play fair. I need someone to watch my back.
Who's this person you've arranged to meet?
His name is Hader. We worked together back in Antiva. He's never liked me. He's been asking about me all around Kirkwall. Thought I'd get it over with and meet him face to face.
I think I could manage watching your back.
I'll bet. I've arranged to meet Hader in Hightown after dark. I'll meet you there.
So, I've been dying to know. What was going through your head when you fought that ogre?
I knew that whatever happened, I had to get the others to safety.
Lots of people talk about nobility and selflessness, generally in the same stories that have magic beans. Somehow, Hawke, I imagine things won't be dull with you around. Not that I expect the deep roads to be boring, mind you. Constant threat of doom does tend to keep you awake.
If we'll be working together, I should find out more about you.
You're in luck. I'm always willing to talk about myself to beautiful women. My family came from Orzammar, noble house Tethras, until my father got caught fixing provings. He and our whole house got exiled. No huge loss. I was born up here. Sunshine suits me just fine.
Are you a merchant? A mercenary?
I'm a younger son. It's a difficult and dangerous profession. A lot of us die of boredom. Fortunately, being Bartrand's younger brother keeps me on my toes. Maker knows he lacks subtlety. I'm the one who pulls strings to keep the coterie out of our hair. Keep us just a whisker ahead of the other families.
A lot of things can keep you awake, you know. I wouldn't reach for the doom first.
Sure, I could have a cup of tea in the morning, but I hear it's bad for you. I've spent my whole life in Kirkwall. Dangerous enough most days, but it doesn't compare to the deep roads. So, this will be, let's just call it an adventure, I guess.
Great. Now we're adventurous.
Hey guys, this is KitKat Paddywhack, and we are back for another episode of Dragon Age 2 Let's Play. A recap for the previous episode was that it turns out that Anders has been possessed by Justice, and it was too late for Carl, Anders' friend, who was made tranquil. So we told Anders to just pretty much kill Carl and spare him mercy instead of just letting him live. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna meet up with our fun and sexy and unfortunately slutty pirate Isabela and help her little problem with dealing one of Castillon's goons in the middle of the night of Hightown.
There you are. I've been here for hours. Ada hasn't shown up. No one has. I don't like this.
I don't like this. That's right up there with what could possibly go wrong.
That's the wench we're looking for. Got her.
So for those of you who have not played Awakening, the Spirit of Justice was this guy who inhabited the rotting corpse of a dead Grey Warden, and he was okay. A bit of a stiff, but
Sending thugs to finish me off.
okay, that was really a pun, but yeah, you know, he was a bit of a stiff,
Come on.
but nowhere near as the degree of what happened when he merged with Anders. And since Anders merged with Justice, he's not fun anymore, and Anders has become really, really, how do I call this? Angsty. Yeah, angsty. Not broody, but angsty. Broody is like left reserved for Fenris, and a lot of people love to call Fenris broody and Anders angsty. It's a wonder why those two haven't, like, I don't know, teamed up and formed a comedy pairing or something. Also, when Isabela mentioned that she was in Denram not too long ago, if you don't remember her, it wouldn't be surprising if you didn't remember her, because Isabela in the first game was really plain. She had the exact same hairstyle as I was, just darker skin, so she looked exactly like me. And she was this minor character in the Pearl. Yeah, I think it was the Pearl Brothel, where she cheated me out of cards, and I had to have a high dexterity to call her out on her BS.
Isabela, should have known you'd find me here.
Tell your men to burn the letters next time.
Castillon was heartbroken when he heard about the shipwreck. You should have let him know you survived.
It must have slipped my mind.
Where's the relic?
I lost it. Castillon's just going to have to do without.
Lost it? Just like you lost a ship full of valuable cargo?
They weren't cargo, Hader. They were people.
Those slaves were worth 100 sovereigns a head, and you let them scurry off into the wilds. And now the relic's gone too. Castillon won't be happy to hear that. I promise you.
Will someone explain what's going on?
Isabela's been a very bad girl. Ruined a perfect business deal, and then ran away. She didn't tell you?
I told her enough. I said I arranged for a duel, which I did. I also said you wouldn't play fair, which you didn't. We can talk later if you want. Right now, we have other problems.
Your threats end here.
Oh man, I like the initiative. So like I said, Isabela cheats you out of a card game in the first game in Dragon Age Origins, and there's no way to call her out on it unless you have a high dexterity, because until I had enough dexterity, every time I select the option to like quickly snatch her hand, and then she would tell me to like back off because she thinks I'm the one who's cheating and I'm the one who looks suspicious trying to reach for her hand. But then it turns out she was cheating the entire time. I just had to be fast enough to do so. But now that Isabella's here, I can finally do a grouped briefing of sorts, where I can explain how Anders and Isabela work in terms of friendship and rivalry. As for Anders, you can probably guess. He loves it if you help mages, he totally hates it when you don't. And he's also against Blood Mage, so yeah, don't put him and Meryl together. Unless you plan on, I don't know, rivaling Meryl, friending Anders, or the other way around.
Should have done that a long time ago. Castillon won't hear about me from Hader, but he'll find me eventually. I just have to get him the relic. It's simple as that.
What's so interesting about the relic?
I don't really know what it is, except that it's ancient and worth my weight in gold. Castillon has me chasing it down as payback for freeing his slaves. To be honest, I think he just wants me dead, but that would be letting me off easy.
If getting the relic gets Castillon off your back, then I'll help you retrieve it.
I still don't know where it is, but you'll be the first to know if I hear anything. Anyway, thanks for helping me out with Hader. I think I'll tag along for a while. There might be something I could do for you. And I have a room at the Hanged Man if you're looking for company later.
And another thing I would like to mention, since I have no intentions of friending Anders, is that Anders is the easiest to romance, or I'd say the opportunity to do so is like shoved in your face, because even if you don't pick the flirt options, if you pick nothing but friendship options, it'll come up to the point where even if you pick that one friendship option where you backed him up, you didn't run away from him, he's like, oh man, thank you so much, man, for like backing me up, you never ran away from me, and you know, I feel like I'm starting to have feelings for you. And then this is a part where you have two flirt options and one heartbreak option, and I had to take the heartbreak option because I didn't get the luxury of professionally declining him.
Mika, I think he's ignoring me now. Hey, is my coin not good enough for you? Oh, Hawke. Thanks for helping me with that little problem I had. You going to buy me a drink to celebrate our victory?
I don't know if that's wise.
Oh, please. Fixating on what's wise makes you forget what's fun. Oh, before I forget, are you still looking for work? Because I have a friend who needs some help.
A friend of yours is a friend of mine. What can I do?
He didn't say, and I didn't ask, but I'm sure you're up to it. His name's Martin. He has a room right here in the Hanged Man. Tell him I sent you. Now, you going to leave me to my drinking or what?
So you found me. Going to finish Martin off properly this time, are ya? Where's my property, eh? How's it feel making a profit off someone else's hard work?
Not speaking from personal experience, but I'm sure it feels great not to have to work to earn your keep.
You bastards. Well, I'm not going down without a fight.
Hey, whoa! I'm not who you think I am, and I'm certainly not here to kill you.
You're not trying to kill me? Huh, makes sense. If you were, you wouldn't be talking. This could turn out well for both of us. If you're not here to end me, maybe you could help me instead. I need someone to help me find out where the raiders have hidden my stolen cargo. This job's as easy as a peg-legged tavern wench. Winning it to boot.
What did the raiders do to you?
They closed in on my ship and forced her into the cliffs. My crew and I barely made it out alive. They must have salvaged the cargo when it washed ashore.
I'll take care of it.
You'll need to look around the docks. The crates bear the seal of the Orlesian Port Authority, so you'll know it when you see it.
I'll find your cargo, Martin. You have my word.
I've had it with the raiders, and this cargo is the key to me getting on the straight and narrow. You're doing me a huge favor here, friend. Thank you, and be careful.
And as for Isabella's friendship and rivalry, she pretty much works the same way with Varric as far as taking advantage of monetary opportunities and extorting people. So she probably would have enjoyed it if I extorted Thrask and blackmailed him over his daughter. And she likes it when you help women and children and slaves. She absolutely hates it though when you try to help people for no reason. So she always expects you to demand money or some kind of reward because she'll get rivalry points just because you like help for the sake of good. Now this is interesting. I never noticed this flyer in my first playthrough. It's probably because I was too stubborn to use a plot helper, so I never noticed it, and I probably missed this quest.
What do you mean you can't help me?
This is a domestic matter, Sirrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
You should pay someone else. Like me. I like being paid.
If you can find Ninette, I will gladly pay you. That foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged home.
I can't imagine why she might run away.
Yes, my wife and I don't get along. But that's not the important thing. Her family is getting suspicious. They think I might have done something to her. Even if... well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
How long has your wife been gone?
About a month. I wasn't worried at first. She's run off before. Ninette is uncontrollable, you see. She comes and goes as she pleases.
You're more concerned what her family thinks than what happened to her.
Ninette keeps the company of other men. Huh? And makes no secret of it. I'll be better off with her gone. Well, as long as her family knows I had nothing to do with it. They would ruin me otherwise.
I can't imagine why she'd leave you. You're such a prize.
It wasn't always like this. We were in love once. She defied her parents to marry me. Sometimes, I wonder if I dreamed those years.
Why would her family think you did something to her?
They think I married her for her inheritance, and they know we have been fighting. They believe this is reason enough for me to hurt her, but I swear, on Andraste's pyre, I have done nothing.
I'll try my best to find Ninette and bring her home.
You should talk to Jethan at the Blooming Rose. I didn't know she visited whores until Jethan sent a letter to our house. He even sent her flowers once. Lilies. Her favorite. Talking about it makes my head hurt. Good luck to you, Sarah. Welcome, merchant.
Now, if I actually brought Isabela with me, she would have gotten mad at the fact that I decided to help him because, as you can clearly tell, well, he doesn't really sound like someone worth helping since he already talks badly about his wife, and even if there was good times earlier, there's really no information to go on as to just how bad his wife is. Because as far as any of us knows, the wife is the victim, and this guy is, well, clearly more concerned about his image than about his wife. But yeah, if you decide to help him, Isabela will get mad at you. If you decline the quest, she's actually happy about that.
Please,
Can you help me? My brother...
What happened to your brother?
Karen was always so devout, so idealistic. He was so proud when the Templars accepted him. I pleaded with him not to join the Order, but he wouldn't listen. You hear dark rumors about the Templars and Knight Commander Meredith. And now my brother is gone.
What have you heard about the Templars?
People harboring escaped mages just disappear. Templars interrogate and threaten passers-by. My friend has a cousin who's a mage, and she says he was made tranquil against his will. You hear more with every passing day.
I'm here to help you. Just tell me what you know.
Karen would write me every day. Then suddenly, no more letters. I wrote him many times with no response. I tried to see him, but Knight Commander Meredith threw me out. They won't tell me anything.
I'd be putting myself at risk, possibly crossing the Templars. Why should I do this for you?
I have precious little, but if you find my brother, I will manage some way to pay you. Perchance, in your journeys, if you find yourself in the gallows, ask the other recruits, Wilmerd and Hugh, about my brother. They were Karen's closest friends in the Order. If anyone knows where he is, it's them. May God bless you and watch after you in this endeavor.
So, it might not seem apparent at first, but Karen is actually the blonde guy that was the first guard you encountered when you entered Kirkwall. But that's for another episode, so I'll see you guys next time, and like, comment, or subscribe if you like. So see you later.